Hi, my name is Akira Kopec, and I'm here from the Center for Civic Engagement. I'm here with Binghamton mayoral candidate Jared Kraham. Thanks so much for being here, and let's get started. The first question I have for you is, why are you running for mayor? And if you are elected, what will be your top priorities for the city?
Thank you. I'm running for mayor so we can continue moving the city of Binghamton in the right direction. As mayor over the last 4 years, I've developed a meaningful and measurable track record, delivering results for residents, doing things like reducing crime to historically low levels, building new affordable housing in our city, cracking down on out-of-town slumlords, as well as working on things like affordability and passing balanced budgets through Binghamton City Council, which is controlled by Democrats. So that is why I'm running for mayor is to continue that momentum. And also, too, I've mentioned, what my areas of focus will continue to be in a second term, and that's public safety, housing, affordability, and really neighborhood quality of life. Making the investments that matter to families, young professionals, people who are living in Binghamton and want the best from its local government. I'm really concerned, too, about an efficient and effective delivery of city services. And as someone who's been running the city for the last 4 years and has a lot of experience in running city government, I believe I'm best able to do those things and continue delivering for residents.
Sweet, thank you. So you talked about it a little bit, but the next question I have for you is in regards to the housing needs of local residents. So kind of just if you could talk about your approach to meeting those housing needs of city residents and also college students.
Sure. So, start off, we have to build more affordable housing in the city. And under my administration, we have either coming online right now, under construction, or in the project pipeline, something like 1,000 units of affordable housing that will be, coming online over the next 5 years or so. And so, with that, we can create permanent housing affordability for those families. We can shift people from folks that are living in substandard housing conditions to new homes that are safe, that are affordable, that don't have code violations. And these housing projects can serve as community development anchors in the neighborhoods that they're in. We're seeing it happen right now with Town and Country. I just toured last week the new housing units that are online at Munsell Street for seniors and families living paycheck to paycheck, so they can clean up areas. As it relates to college students, one of the things that we did shortly in my term as mayor is we passed landmark housing and zoning legislation that really restricted the areas where student housing can grow into. It was the fact was is that student housing was moving into single family neighborhoods. Student housing investors were buying up single family homes that were meant for families and renting them by the bed to college students. With this new zoning law, it prohibited that from happening, meaning that student housing can really only be built in commercial districts or residential three districts, so multi-unit residential districts in the city, and that single family homes are to remain for functional families, either for buy or for rent. So I think defining where student housing could be was good for students. It helped create those student neighborhoods that are good for college towns like Binghamton. It also helped prevent that college style housing from spilling over into the single family neighborhoods that really deserve to have strong families and single family units in them.
Okay, thank you. The next question I have is, if you are reelected, what would your plans for sanitation and waste management be in the city?
Sure. In next year's budget, we're adding an additional position to focus on Main Street and Clinton Street from a cleanliness standpoint and a sanitation standpoint. I am a supporter of the city's pay-as-you-throw system. It is the fairest way to do garbage collection in the city. And also, too, from a student standpoint, it is the most environmentally sound. The Sierra Club of New York not only recommends that municipalities have a pay-as-you-throw system like Binghamton does, they actually want the New York State Legislature to pass a law mandating it because pay-as-you-throw reduces waste that heads to our landfill and helps impact climate change. So it's not a perfect system. I think that there are some improvements that we can make with the quality of the blue bags, but it's the fairest system. A grandmother, a single household on the east side shouldn't have to pay the same amount as a frat house on Front Street does. And so what the blue bags allows is the amount of garbage you generate, you're paying for that garbage. And I also think too is it helps reduce costs for city residents. If you look at what garbage collection costs in the town of Vestal, in the town of Shenango, where private haulers are doing it, they're paying more than double for typically less service. We have free recycling collection, free yard waste weekly collection in the summertime, spring, and fall, as well as a pay-as-you-throw system. So what we have is very progressive, and it's from an environmental standpoint is the best possible municipal garbage collection style. And that's important to me as someone who's concerned about climate change.
Makes sense. Thank you. So the last question is just if you want to talk about anything that you would like to personally share to help students decide who deserves their vote in this upcoming election.
Yeah. So a recent report came out from the Albany Times Union that there was one metropolitan area in all of New York State that was growing in terms of its share of young professionals and people under the age of 35. And that was Binghamton. And that's never happened before. And so I think what we're looking to create and maintain here in Binghamton is a place where recent college graduates feel comfortable, getting a new job, have the recreational amenities where they can live here after they graduate. They can afford to buy a house. It is an affordable and fun place to live. They can get involved and grow their startup business through the downtown incubator. They can, again, get a great job. They can have a high quality of life. A lot of times we're competing against kids going back to New York City or Long Island or downstate. And I think that there's certain pros to living there, but there's a lot of pros to living in the city of Binghamton. So if you want to continue to see the city cleaned up, more opportunity, more economic development focus. Our administration has delivered on those issues and will continue to deliver in the years to come. I was Binghamton's youngest mayor ever elected. I know what it means to have young people in our community and have young people as part of our community. And I also view Binghamton University as the number one most important economic driver in the coming decades. If you look at, and you're a Binghamton University student, I'm very jealous of that. I went to Syracuse, which is a good school, but Binghamton's great. Binghamton continues to rise in the ranks on national rankings. So we're competing against University of Chapel Hill, University of Michigan, University of Virginia. If you compare those schools to Binghamton University, you'll find you'll find a comparison. But I want to also compare the city of Binghamton in Broome County to Charlottesville, Virginia, or the Research Triangle in North Carolina, or Ann Arbor. We're falling short of the mark right now, but it means that we can get there. What those colleges and those communities were doing 20, 30 years ago is what Binghamton can do now, and really have the next couple decades be a slingshot for growth and development of housing, of opportunities for recent graduates, and our economy at large will be stronger because of Binghamton University.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you again for coming today. Students, just a reminder to please check other videos and see where all the other candidates stand on these issues. And don't forget to cast your vote on November 4th. If you have any questions, please come to the Center for Civic Engagement located across from the marketplace. Thanks so much for taking the time to join me today. I really appreciate it.